So before I begin, I'm just gonna give my classic spiel of what's it? Yeah, my sentences are gonna be ending in questioning tones. I'm gonna be saying like way too much. My voice kind of sounds like Squidward, and I kind of have a monotone. That's just my way of talking, so it's all good. Glad I remembered that because it's been my last video. Well, the last one where I had an intro was the one with my UEA friends, which was a little less than a year ago. So yeah, it's been some time. I've now graduated. I'm headed to teach in Micronesia, which is going to be awesome. And yeah, in the meanwhile, I'm just working an overnight job sometimes, which is why I'm making a video at 3 a.m. and hopefully this makes sense. But I'm gonna review it in the morning when I'm more well rested, so that I can make sure that I'm explaining my message well in this video. So yeah, basically, as the title of the video is going to be frequency, this video is sort of about not radio frequencies, but like brain frequencies, because it's just, there's so many different ways to view the world, and I've sort of realized recently that if you see the world in one way, it can be difficult to see it in other ways. So I think it's important to kind of take down those barriers and to be able to accept that there are a lot of different ways to look at life. For example, as I was growing up, I've always been like a pretty positive guy, encouraging people to look on the bright side and to generally just like choose to be happy. But there's been some times where I've been like so overwhelmed with things, and then I won't like, there were even some times during like the last year where I'll think back and go like, okay, my past self always said look for the bright side, but where is the bright side? I can't find it. So, and it's because I was so caught up in a different frequency that I kind of lost track of my original frequency, and then it became more difficult to sort of follow my original ideas. So, but now that I'm more like relaxed and I have a lot of I have a lot more free time now, which is good. I've reattuned to to more of the frequency I had before, which is nice. But I do remember when I sort of got off the frequency, and I think that was important because I understand now that it does feel great to be happy, but it isn't it's not easy to just go like, all right, I'm gonna like switch the frequency and be like a positive guy right now. I'm sure that for a lot of people, if you really get stuck in like the more negative frequencies, it can be very hard to become a more positive person. But maybe we don't all have to be positive people, just as long as we're looking out for one another, and just being kind to each other. I think that's the most important thing we can do. So I guess my goal isn't to turn everyone into like happy and positive people, but if I can at least be kind to people, then even people who are not happy, I'll make their life better in some way. So I think that's the best I can do. So basically, I just have to be myself and hope that it rubs off on people, and sort of, well, you can't really go in and manually change your frequency, at least sort of help people see more of like a light in the tunnel, I guess. I don't know. I mean, at least for me, I've realized that we have the power to really change each other's frequencies too, because if someone's really like focusing on your negative qualities and like drawing out like why you suck, then if you focus too much on that, you can lose sight of what makes you great as well. And it can really send you on a downward spiral and kind of like mess with your frequency. But at the same time, a lot of the YouTubers that I like to watch, they just have like, they just like exude positive energy. Some of my close friends also like have that, they just exude positive energy as well, and just like being around them sort of lifts my spirits. So I do hope that I'm that type of person, because I don't know, even if someone's not directly like, even if someone's not directly solving any problems that like I'd have in the moment, just like the fact that they're so like energized kind of like, you know, like picks up like my spirits. So I think that's a good person to be. Um, but yeah, I do think there is still value in, the more negative emotions because, in states of sadness, you can have some very like deep and creative thoughts. Vincent van Gogh, like, that famous painter guy, he wasn't known as very happy, but he created great works of art, so there's that. And then, people with like powerful like righteous anger like can get driven with such passion and hopefully end up like using it for good purposes. Um, but I do think that, at least for me, I'm most content with my life when I'm in a happy state, so that's why I'm gonna try to be in that state, but that all depends on the frequency. So I do hope that, I hope that I have positive connections, that I surround myself with those people who exude the positive energy and basically just like make me see like a zest for life, and that I can follow myself and then spread that to other people. So yeah, it's my goal. But yeah, all right. Again, 3 a.m. I hope this all made sense, but basically the message of this video is that, the way you see life, you might be blind to the way that another person sees life, just as they might be blind to the way that you see it. But what's important is that you're, at least looking out for that we're at least looking out for one another. So even if you have no idea, even if you have no idea what I'm talking about, and I have no idea how you see things, hopefully just by just supporting each other and um, you know just like making the effort to try to be good people to one another, I think that's important, because no matter what frequency we're on, I think that it's always appreciated to have those good people in life. And yeah, that's most of it. And then also just, yeah, when I was talking about people that sap your energy and people that restore your energy, yeah, I think that if you can have your energy at an optimal level by being with people that you really love being with and being in a place that you really love to be in, that'll probably turn you, that'll probably make your frequency pretty positive. And then when you see other people, you can exude some like epic positive energy that'll hopefully be contagious and um help them like be happier about life and all that stuff. So yeah, and that concludes my rambling. Hopefully it made sense, and yeah, bye.